I'm joined now by Jeremy Hughes, Chief Executive Officer of Alzheimer's Society. Jeremy, thanks very much for being with us. So we have tens of millions of people around the world living with dementia, but diagnosis rates still too low. What needs to be done?
Two things need to change more than anything else to help make sure people get a timely diagnosis of dementia. Firstly, we need awareness to increase amongst the general public, and secondly, we need an attitude change, often within the health service, about the role of diagnosis. So within the general public, people are still afraid to talk about Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia in many, many countries. It's not on the radar. Many languages don't even have a word for Alzheimer's or dementia. So we need to change that public awareness. We need to make people feel it's okay to recognise that they've got a family member with Alzheimer's or dementia.
Can we focus on the work Alzheimer's Society is doing? What action is taking place on the ground?
So Alzheimer's Society here in the UK is a global leader in tackling Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. We have three strands to our work. Firstly, more support from the health and social care system. So we're saying that our own volunteers, our own staff and people working in hospitals, in GP practices, in doctors' surgeries, they can all be better supportive of people with dementia. We can make sure that everybody has a dementia advisor who's a specialist who knows about dementia and helps you live as well as possible. So that's the first area. Second area is making sure that wider society plays its part. We can all be more supportive of people with dementia. So our Dementia Friends programme, building dementia-friendly communities, is all about saying, if you have dementia, it should be okay to go out of your front door. You shouldn't feel afraid. And thirdly, and perhaps in the long term of most importance, is research. We don't know enough about Alzheimer's and dementia. We need to do more research to understand better what causes the disease, how we can prevent it, and how we can support people to live with it in a way that enables them to contribute to life as they live day by day with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia.
The Global Dementia Friend programme, briefly tell us, how is this working and how is it growing?
So Dementia Friends is an initiative we developed here in the UK to actually lead in changing public attitudes, to make people feel that it's okay to talk about dementia. So we started the programme here in the UK about 4 years ago. We've now got over 2.5 million Dementia Friends. It's increasing by up to 1,000 people a day are becoming Dementia Friends through our volunteer champions who run awareness sessions in the community. And from our initiative here in the UK, we now have 40 countries around the world who are also running Dementia Friends programme. Our commitment is to support them, to help them set up programmes. Each one is customised to the community.
And you have ambassadors now, celebrity backing.
Yeah, so Kerry Mulligan, the world famous actor, has become our global Dementia Friends ambassador, inspired by the fact that her grandmother lived with Alzheimer's and she could see firsthand what a difference it made if her grandmother felt okay to be part of a community. So Kerry, around the world, as a Hollywood actor, as a leading figure, has said, I'm going to make this the thing I champion.
And let's just mention the financial cost. It's huge.
Research has to be the long-term answer. That's why from Alzheimer's Society it's one of the three pillars of our work. So as well as the immediate need for action today, investing more in research is critical. We haven't had enough people doing research on dementia. We've had no new drug that even reduces the symptoms of dementia for 15 years. We need to change that. We need to find those answers. We need more researchers and we need to fund that. That's why in the UK we're committed to setting up and we're funding an international dementia research institute to bring more focus on research, to drive that programme of change. And we will find the answer. With more researchers, more commitment, I can promise you in years to come we will find ways of treating and ways of preventing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia.
And it's important to point out women particularly affected.
Well, we have more women living with dementia than men. That's really symptomatic of the fact that women live longer than men, and the longer you live, the more likely you are to have dementia manifesting itself and affecting your life. So more women are affected by dementia, but equally importantly is more family carers are women. We have, both in the UK and around the world, an enormous dependence on family carers. The health systems, both in the UK and elsewhere, don't provide the support they should. So families are providing that support, and mainly that's women rather than men. So both in terms of the number of people with dementia and the number of family carers, women are really in the forefront of dementia and they really need more support across the world to help tackle this challenge.